I know I've been doing a lot of gluten-free lately, and, you know, I won't talk about it today. Don't worry, I'm not doing gluten-free. In fact, I'm doing something that is very specifically not gluten-free. The one time I made it gluten-free, had a massive fail. I'm not really sure why. It just, in my mind, I'm guessing that maybe the gluten-free flour didn't bind with the butter. That will make sense when you see the recipe in a little bit. But what we are making is a Toll House pie. So one of the ingredients is an unbaked 9-inch pie crust. I made pie crust, actually I made this same pie a couple weeks ago. And while I was at it, since it takes just as long to make one pie crust by hand as it does to make two, I went ahead and doubled the recipe. So I have a pie crust here, I just have to roll it out. The other main ingredient, of course, since it is a Toll House pie, is chocolate chips. And these are regular chocolate chips, they are not soy-free, dairy-free, nut-free, whatever. These are just regular chocolate chips. This can be made with butter, even if you're not trying to avoid soy. It's a little bit richer, or you can do it with margarine, whatever you've got on hand. Either one works. The one place that's weird, and the one place that had a problem, is when you mix it all together and bake it. That's where the two just didn't bind. The gluten-free flour and the butter just did not bind. I got kind of a volcano. I don't know what went wrong. The crust was fine. I did a gluten-free crust, which is actually easier than you'd think. But then the center of it, instead of just baking off, did this weird volcano thing. Like when it was done, you had like pools of butter and uncooked flour. It was really gross. So we're not doing that this time. This time around, it is full-on gluten, full-on soy, and nuts in my chocolate chips, and the whole thing. So don't worry, this one's just decadent from start to finish. But speaking of such things, I guess I should start so we can finish. So I will see you in a little bit with just, this is the kind of thing that if you do it warm with a little bit of ice cream, you're going to make a lot of people very, very happy. And the reason it's a lot of people is because it's very rich. So you do not want to just cut it in big slices. You need small slices. At the moment, my timer is going for something else, though, so I will see you in a few.